Hey everybody, Ash Solar here with Jess Stewart. Excited to take a couple minutes to share some big personal news as well as to introduce Jess to those of you who don't know her yet. A few months ago I was lucky enough to welcome our first child, Ada Marie, into the world, and she has been the best thing to ever happen to us. More recently had the chance to make a decision to make a big move to Davis, where Sarah, my partner, grew up and where our family lives. And so with that big personal move also comes a professional move. And so I'll be transitioning out of the ED role, excited to stay on the Go team in a different seat on the bus for the work ahead. But with that comes the opportunity to reintroduce Jess to those of you who've known her for a long time, and to introduce Jess to those of you who don't. She'll be taking over the reins as the ED of the Oakland team, and couldn't be more excited about her leadership and working with her in the campaigns ahead.
Yeah. So, all right, Ash, I think folks are probably going to want to hear from you as you're transitioning to kind of the new seat on the bus.
Yeah.
What are you hopeful about in Oakland at this moment in Oakland education?
Yeah. Well, to be hopeful, I think the last couple years have been hard, just period, with political changes, with the fiscal challenges that have emerged, but I sit here today more hopeful than ever because I think we've wrapped our arms around what the issues are, what the problems are, and while there's still hard decisions and hard work to do, I think our community is starting to rally around coming together, trying to find solutions, and most importantly putting all students at the center of all of our decisions. And so while it's been bumpy, I think we're ready again as a community to start moving forward together.
Great. And what advice do you have for me as I take on this role?
I think similarly, the two most important things are we have to hold all students at the center. Like in the history of humanity, it has never been a good look to take any subgroup of students and treat them as second citizens, any subgroup of population and treat them as other. And we're in a moment where people are trying to force a wedge between district students and charter students. And I think staying clear that all students are Oakland students, all parents are Oakland citizens, and that we're in service of each and every one of them matters now more than ever. So that's one. And then two is we have to bring people to the table. We have to keep coming to tables, we have to keep inviting people to tables, and we have to keep working through differences of opinion. In service of kids, and I think you are going to be extraordinarily well positioned as who you are to do that work. But I think keeping those two things at the center makes every day clear in terms of how to spend it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, let me turn the tables on you.
Okay.
Many people know you already because of all the incredible work you've done in Oakland and
Yep.
the parent that you are. But for those who haven't had a chance to get to know you, can you introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah. So I started my adult life and career here in Oakland about 15 years ago as a teacher at Elmhurst Middle School in Deep East Oakland. And it was in my fourth year of teaching that a group of teachers and principals and district staff and community leaders and parents came together to protect our schools from budget cuts that were happening mid-year, as well as some loss of some of the kind of autonomies and local decision making we had for the families and educators at schools to make decisions about how our schools were running. And so we came together and we organized around those two issues, and we made a lot of progress and had some big wins. And I've been excited to be involved in that organization group of people, and we named it Go Public Schools and have been doing it for the last 10 years. And nowadays I live in the Fruitvale, and I have two little future Oakland Public School students that are my babies, and yeah, that's a little bit about who I am.
Yeah, and I knew you'd be too humble to share that you're a former Alameda County Teacher of the Year.
Thank you.
So the relationships and work you did with your students in Elmhurst was extraordinary, and
Thanks.
People should know that.
Thank you.
So just real quickly, what are you most excited about? What's got you fired up about taking on this role and the chapter ahead for Go in Oakland?
I think when I think about creating a systems of schools in this city that works for my kids and the family members of my former students and their future babies as they're all getting way older than I want to think about. I'm not that old. Is pretty exciting, and my neighbors' kids, and just like this is my place, this is my home, and getting to work and think deeply about that is really exciting. The team at Go is awesome. Both the staff as well as the people that work with us. Our teacher policy fellows are incredible. Our community leaders in the One Oakland campaign, the principals who have been working with us on our budgeting for impact work. The group of people who is engaged at Go is really awesome, and I love waking up every morning and get to hang out with these folks. And then I think I'm excited, kind of what you said. I'm excited to break down some of the barriers that we have and some of the things that get us hung up and less solutions focused, and really focus on bringing all of us together at the table, building trust and working for every kid in this city, no matter what school they go to. So
that's awesome.
What I'm excited about.
Well, we wanted to take a couple minutes to share our big news with you. We hope to see you all soon. Jess and I are going to be arm in arm with each of you doing the work in service of all kids for years to come, and really excited about this next chapter, and hope to be seeing you soon, working with you soon, and thanks for taking a couple minutes to hear from us.
Thanks.